Hey y'all, it's Lindsey. I thought we could do a what I eat in a day video today, and we'll be using the Nutrisense program with the CGM to monitor how my blood glucose navigates the different input I consume. So I thought we would do that together today. I have already had 3 cups of black coffee. When I talk right now in my head, it sounds like I'm really hoarse, but when I listen to the video footage back, it doesn't sound quite so bad. So hopefully that's not a huge distractor for you. I have prepared for myself some breakfast already. As of late, I haven't really felt super hungry until early mid-afternoon, and so I've been waiting to break my fast. But right now it is 10 o'clock and I'm feeling super hungry. So I made for myself some scrambled eggs. I did a little bit of bacon crumbles and some shredded cheese on top, and of course my Redmond real salt. Love this kind of a breakfast because it's a very satisfying thing. There's enough protein to hopefully keep me full for a while, and it's just delicious, to be quite honest. I'm not entirely sure what the day will bring. I don't think we have any places we have to go today, so kind of a putter around the house type day. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. I like to do what I eat in a day videos, demonstrating how I live out a keto lifestyle on the daily. I also will do recipes and other just like sit down and chat type videos. I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. Returning viewers, I'm so glad that you are here. Is there anything that you think I should test with the CGM before my timer runs out? You're gonna have to let me know down in the comments super fast so I can see if I can't make that happen. All right, finished breakfast. It was delightful. I get a little bit just sort of like obsessive about checking my CGM all the stinking time when it's first installed. I mean, like usually the first week, I'm just constantly scanning. What is it doing? What is it doing? So in order to keep my mind off of that, I'm going to tackle a project right now because there's no other things that really are pressing at the moment. I have a Norfolk Island pine over here. It's not doing so hot, so I need to pull it out, clean her up, and then repot with fresh soil and see if I can't revive it. I mean, it's wicked dry, even though the soil is very well hydrated. I've got tons and tons and tons of struggles with this little fella. So anyway, so that's going to be what I do right now in order to keep my hands busy and off my Nutrisense app. So I'm going to do that. I'll come back when I have food to share. Hi. It's almost 1 o'clock and I just spent all of that time outside and I am burning up, absorbing all of that excellent sunshine so my body can convert all the things to vitamin D. Also, this is a thing, isn't it? Oh my stars. I'm not terribly hungry, but I am terribly thirsty also. You know what? Hair is just a major part of my life. Can I just tell you that? Like 3 daughters, everybody's got hair. Okay. I'm moving on with my life. You probably already moved on like 2 tries ago. Okay, so I need to take you off of here. I spent a long time, and I mean like a long time. So I repotted this Norfolk pine. I basically went in and eliminated, like I got all of the dirt off of it, and then I proceeded to untangle all of the roots and the whole system. And then I feel like I've got stuff all over my forehead. After I untangled as much as I could, I cleaned everything. I did a hydrogen peroxide soak where you do hydrogen peroxide and water to dilute, and then you just kind of let the plant roots hang out there for a little while. So I did that, got rid of all of the dead mushy roots. And my absolute hope and prayer is that this fella can just revive, because honestly, like, it hasn't been great. It has not been thriving at all. I also was out there weeding, and it was very cathartic. The girls have been going through earning a little bit of cash money this summer by weeding all of our flower beds and staying on top of that. However, I noticed some little weeds had overtaken this back flower bed that we have. And I said, you know what? I'm just already out here. I'm going to just pull a few weeds. Well, you know how that goes. Maybe you don't, but I pulled like, I don't know, I pulled like 20 weeds and I was like, so this little patch is all clear from weeds. I should probably just keep going. And so that's what I did. Hence 2 hours out there doing the things. Oh no, it was more than 2 hours, wasn't it? Wow, it's practically one. So, I mean, I was definitely out there for actually like 2.5 hours once I got all of my materials together to repot my Norfolk pine. Whew, I'm a little bit hot. Okay, let's go make some electrolytes and see what that does to my blood sugar. YouTuber fail. I put some of the black cherry perfect keto electrolytes into my cup here, or jar, glass thingy. I did do 2 scoops, which is a rarity for me, but I am definitely feeling the requirement for all the salt. And this only has 240 milligrams of salt per serving. So just a couple of those. Normally I drink my Element, but I was feeling the black cherry flavor right now. And I'm just using plain seltzer water. Seltzer water doesn't have any kind of sodium in it or electrolytes or anything added to it. So it's just straight up bubbles. And then in my fridge, I have some limes. So I thought I would, actually I need my squeezer. Squeezer found, I stinking love this one. It's fantastic. So I thought I would just zhuzh my black cherry and turn it into a black cherry limeade situation with burbles. Excellent. Cheers. Adding lime juice to the black cherry along with seltzer water, fantastic summertime drink. I am loving it. Okay, real fast. Perfect Keto is having their Father's Day sale from Wednesday the 14th through Sunday the 18th. And it's a buy 2, get 1 free sale. And I want to say that they added in that there was like a little bonus maybe. So yeah, it is buy 2 items, get the 3rd for free. And if you spend more than $75 on your order, you get a free Nola bar pack. It's a 4-pack. With that order. So 75 and more, you get the little bonus extra of the Nola bars. And yeah, buy 2, get 1 free, 33% off right there. You don't need to have a coupon code at all. So just click the link down in my description box. And you can always try to stack my, my actual discount code for an extra 10% off. I believe it is Lindsey M. You can always give it a try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't actually know how the programming behind the scenes works for that. So it's always worth a shot. Electrolytes are all gone. Yay. I am not hungry at all. And typically, that's not really a big deal. I will just wait. However, I don't feel like I'm going to have enough protein by the end of the day, which I feel like that has been common for me over the past, I don't know how many days. And do you remember that period, if you're a longer term viewer, do you remember the period of time when all I thought about was protein, and it was just like, how do I get more protein? How do we get more protein? I need to have more protein. And I was eating almost 150 grams of protein a day, and it was fantastic. And nowadays I'm just so much less hungry. But now, okay. I'm pretty sure that a lot of this has to do with the fact that I don't feel awesome right now. The whole wildfire haze situation has been impacting me dramatically. And, you would have thought Lindsey would not have gone outside today given the fact that, this is still happening, but the sky is so much clearer. So I felt comfortable with it, and my head actually felt better outside than it did inside. And I'm attributing that to the warmth outside. I'm feeling I don't feel like my typical self, so that may explain why I'm just meh about food right now and protein and stuff like that. I don't know. I just don't know. Also, I have been keeping track of, my Nutrisense and My blood sugar over the past 2 days has increased. Like my average daily glucose number has increased, and I'm thinking that that has something to do with me not being at like my typical level of health, and that's irritating. But also I hope that it's temporary. I'm very itchy because I was out there playing in the dirt and I did not like decide to shower yet. I will shower later. I'm a little bit just like keeping it in the back of my brain. If my average blood sugar numbers are gonna be this way, like that's gonna be problematic. I'm just telling you my concerns right now. I have no solutions, no hard fact, because it's only been like, this is just like halfway through day 2 of me having slightly elevated blood glucose numbers. And I've also been rather low on protein. Probably need to bump up the protein a little bit, and that'll improve my life. But what do I know? Not a whole lot. I am not a doctor, healthcare professional, nurse, none of it. I'm just a person on the internet just sharing my experience on this keto way of life. Okay, I gotta go do some laundry because this house doesn't manage itself. It is 3:45-ish and I am starving. So I'm going to be having some little salami and pepper jack cheese stackers, if you will. I have between 2 slices of salami, a half slice of pepper jack cheese, and I repeated that a total of 4 times. So that is 2 servings of the Hormel's Natural Choice salami and 2 servings of the Sargento pepper jack cheese. And I did go ahead and log that here in my Nutrisense app as a snack. And it tells me that that was like 360 calories. So that's, appropriate for a snack. And it says that it's got 20 grams of protein. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard right now. And my face is just like, not doing so well. I'm going to eat this, and I don't know what we're doing about dinner yet. We'll have to come up with something. For dinner, I had some pulled pork with homemade barbecue sauce. I sauteed up some cabbage in some bacon grease, and I also made some jalapeno poppers that were bacon wrapped. For my last bit of sustenance for the night, I have a decaf K-cup, and I am going to turn this into a mocha. I'm going to use a little bit of heavy cream, and I'm going to use a chocolate element packet. This is my hands down favorite flavor of the Element bunch. Oh, no, that's not true. I'm sorry. I'm telling stories. Chocolate mint is my favorite. Chocolate is my second favorite, only because you can't have chocolate mint all year round. It's just a fall and winter flavor. So chocolate is my favorite when I can't get my hands on chocolate mint. And it just makes the most delicious mocha. It still gives you all the electrolytes you need, and it is fantastic. Here is my full 24-hour graph, and I am not happy with this. Just like the other day, it's just riding so much higher than what I would prefer it to be. Let's go meal by meal here, starting with breakfast. Bacon, egg scramble with cheese. I've got a score of 10 here, and that means that my glucose had returned back to its rough baseline within a 2-hour time span. So it was a good meal to have. And then coming over to my electrolyte drinks, the Perfect Keto Black Cherry and Lime Refresher is what I called that. That also got a score of 10. In fact, that lowered my glucose lower than what my baseline starting point was, which is fantastic. I did have to manually enter the Perfect Keto electrolytes, just so you know. My salami and cheese got a score of 10 as well. I was at or below baseline within the 2-hour time span, and so far everything is just looking great. Dinner, I did not come and plug in all of my macros or anything like that. I had to make guesstimates, and it was just too frustrating, but it got a score of 10. My exercise dropped my glucose quite nicely, and then my decaf mocha turned out to have a score of 10 as well, which, all of these things are 10s, and yet my glucose is riding higher than typical, and I'm really convinced at this point that being sick is a catalyst for your glucose being higher. You see the daily average there is 97 milligrams per deciliter. Let's take a scroll through my entire list of numbers for the full 24-hour session. As you can see, things are not looking great here. Everything is in the 90s, and
that just, like I said, it's very discouraging. And I do feel the catalyst is the sickness. At the same time, it doesn't feel great to see these numbers, to see stuff hanging out in the low hundreds and then wind up, 108 right there at 1:11 p.m. It's just one of those things that drives my brain a little bit nuts. I know I'm going to come through it and we're going to be a-okay, but for the time being, it's a little bit irritating. But I don't want to feel discouraged anymore. I instead would love to go meet you over at this video right here that YouTube thinks that you are going to enjoy, and I know I'm going to enjoy it with you.